Systemizing your confrontations. Hi, I'm Brian Pombo. Welcome back to Brian J. Pombo Live. Today I want to talk about the concept of confrontation because it just kind of goes with being a business owner, being an executive, being one of the people in charge. You're going to have confrontations with people that you like. With people you don't like, there's some of us that actually enjoy confrontations with people we don't like. But with people you do like, you don't want to have to get into awkward territory, and you don't want to have to let people go when it's necessary. You don't want to have to do all that stuff, get in between a fight that two other people are having. It's not fun. But there's a way to go about doing it, and the way I found that works is by systemizing it. I'll tell you more about that in a second. First, I wanted to remind you, I've got a book out, 9 Ways to Amazon-Proof Your Business. It's not as much about interpersonal relationships like we're talking about today, but more about your full-on strategy for long-term growth. How are you going to differentiate yourself completely from your competition? It's a quick read, 9 Ways to Amazon-Proof Your Business. Go buy yourself a copy or get a free one at amazonproofbook.com. Okay, so how do I go about systemizing confrontation? Well, it was an accident. And it's just one of these things that's like so many things. I found it accidentally, is that you need to have areas set aside for confrontation. So sometimes maybe regular one-on-one meetings with people. Regular one-on-one chats with people, having that time when you could be face-to-face with people you maybe aren't normally face-to-face with. That's a big deal too, because some conversations, they become more intense because it's over video chat, and you don't want that. You want it to be real. And I found that people don't really sense your full intent if they can't, for one thing, see your entire body. I don't know why that is, but there's also something in the room. When you're in the room with somebody, there's an exchange that can't be put into words in terms of specifics. It's not a specific thing, but there's something in the air that people can sense that you're wanting to take things one direction or another, and that you're wanting to come off well. And sometimes that just doesn't work on video chat, especially if it's somebody that you have a difficult time communicating with anyways, personality-wise or anything else. So it's best, I've found, to have time set aside to where you can be in a room together. And maybe allow it to happen naturally, but you systemize it by having those events already in place. You got to put those events in place for the people that you're going to be caught in confrontation with. So, hoping that makes sense. We can go into more detail in a later time, but I wanted to get that idea out there because it's one of those things I kind of happened across, and I was amazed at how well some very sticky situations worked because we had time set aside to just hang out, and the subjects just came up, and we were able to just handle it like adults, which is always nice. Hopefully you got something out of that. We'll be back tomorrow night. In the meantime, get out there and let the magic happen.